Okay, on the back of your note page, there are equations that are not in slope-intercept form. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to rearrange it to make it flow like our goal. Write it down, y equals mx plus b. So that way we can tell them what is the slope of the line for m and what is the y-intercept of the line for b. I can't pick them out right now because I got to move some stuff around. So notice that y is already on the correct side of the equal sign. It's right to the left. That's where I want it to be. But this x term right here needs to be behind the equal sign. So that's what I'm going to move first. This is a positive 9x. So, let me draw my railroad tracks. To move a positive 9x, so like I don't want it to be here, I need a negative 9x. Write that on both sides of the equation. A positive and a negative 9x cancel each other out. I'm going to bring down what was here, negative 7y. Bring down your equal sign. Whenever I look at these two terms, I really want the x term to go first because that's how the goal goes. So I'm going to put this one first. There was a negative 7 here, so I just kind of push him to the back. So at least now my y is in the correct spot and my x is in the correct spot. But in my goal right here, there was no coefficient or a number that's being multiplied by the y. So this says negative 7 times y. So how did we make a times go away? You have to divide both sides by negative 7. Negative 7 divided by negative 7 is 1. So we're just left with that 1y. You don't have to write the 1. Now we're going to break this up into two pieces. I have negative 9x over negative 7. I'm going to separate it with a plus just to spread them out so I can make sense of it. Now back here I had a negative 7 over a negative 7. That will help me see the two different terms if I put a plus in between them every time. Okay, so now I just need to simplify. Y equals. Remember that if you use your calculator and you hit green, y equals, and enter, I can type in a fraction. So I'm going to put negative 9 over negative 7. And it will reduce it for me. So they can't divide by anything. They don't have any factors in common. But a negative divided by a negative does reduce down to a positive. So I'm going to write 9 over 7. The x was up in the top, but pull him to the back. It's just behind the fraction. So now I can see my slope, that number in front of the x. Back here I've got negative 7 divided by negative 7. That reduces to just 1. So I'm going to answer that my m, or my slope, is 9/7, and that my b, or my y-intercept, is that number at the back right here, is 1. So this was in the form y equals mx plus b. If I write that original equation right by the one that I rearranged, it makes it easy to see your slope and easy to see your y-intercept.